If you didn't know, season 6 for MLB The Show starts on December 21st. And as we can see right here on screen, it says all sets eligible. So those set 1 cards, set 2 cards, set 3 cards that we can't use in certain modes, such as ranked seasons right now, all of those cards are going to be able to be used again. And we kind of got our first little taste of this with the new event that just started last Friday, the All Sets 3 event. You can use literally any card that's available in the game. Set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 core cards. And at first, you might have noticed when I made that video going over the new event, there was a max team overall of 85, but they bumped it up to 99. So now you can literally use any team you want. You could have an all 99 overall team, and this was one of my favorite events in a while. I got to use so many cards. I mean, you might notice the bullpen. I still have set 5, set 4 cards I might normally be using, but I got to use like the set 2 Goose Gossage. There's set 1 Jose Alvarado. Taking a look at the rotation, I know I've been using him as my wild card in ranked seasons, but I was able to use maybe the Adam Wainwright or the Bob Gibson. If anyone remembers season 1 of this game, this guy was on everybody's team. It seemed like 4 out of 5 ranked seasons games that I would play would always be against Bob Gibson. We could use the set 2, the big unit, that incognito Randy Johnson. There's the World Baseball Classic cards that we were able to use again. That set 1 Chipper Jones. So it was just a lot of fun. One of my favorite cards of the entire year. The Commerce Comet. It was just a lot of fun being able to use cards that I've been wanting to use but haven't really been able to. So starting December 21st up until forever, until MLB The Show 24 comes out, starting December 21st, we'll be able to use any cards that we want again. And I'm kind of curious how y'all feel about this. I know that for me, I don't want sets and seasons to come back, at least the way they were this year for MLB The Show 24. I really don't like, especially when there's a new version of the game that comes out every year. I spend a ton of time earning these cards, and then they just took them away. So this was just a really nice chance to get to use these cards again. I think I'm going to be a little bit sad, I guess, once the event's over, and it's going to have me really looking forward to December 21st. Because if we just take a look, there's so many cards, right? 99 Prince Fielder. There's the Hannes Wagner, Correa, Joe Mauer, right? I think this might have even been one of the chase cards. There's just so many cards that I really even forgot about, and that I realized I miss using some of these. There were a lot of good options. One of our 23 different Kyle Schwarbers, if you want to use one of the old versions. There's the 700 home run club Babe Ruth, right? There's so many cards, and I don't want to say it makes the parallel system, right? Parallel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to superfractored. I don't want to say it makes it useless, but in previous years, I probably would have gotten 99 Babe Ruth to parallel 5. But because he was one of the collection cards, by the time I was finally able to get the pack and unlock the Babe Ruth, and I didn't have a chance to parallel him. So that's just something that I really didn't like. I'm not a big fan of them taking away cards that I spent a ton of time and effort unlocking. World Baseball Classic, Munetaka Murakami. These cards aren't coming back next year. He's probably not going to be in MLB The Show 24, right? This card won't be available. So it just sucks that we have these limited time cards for this year only, and they limited the time that we could use them. So I'm really hoping we don't see them take away cards. The 99 Jordan Walker. There was the future star Corbin Carroll. Now, I think he's kind of turning himself into a star already, but there's just so many cards that they took away. And I'm excited to be able to use these again. But I know for a lot of people, right, especially like myself too, if I were not making YouTube videos, I probably wouldn't be playing MLB The Show much December 21st and on. Until MLB 24 came out, I'm going to be playing other games. I'm probably not going to be playing with the cards that they took away, even though they're bringing them back. It's not going to quite be the same. So this has been a nice glimpse into the future, I guess, of December 21st once we're able to use these cards again. And it really makes me think, I don't want them to do the content in MLB 24 the same way they did for MLB 23. I love that they're trying new things and they're not just having the same game every single year. But I think there's better ways to do content, different things they could change about the way they do content rather than taking away cards. I just don't think that was the move at all. I think there's much better ways they could be doing things. And this all sets event has just been really pretty nice. And it makes me think that this year could have been much better for MLB The Show. And I think a lot of people would have liked the content way more if they just did things a little bit differently. And it's Sunday. We've been doing pack openings every single Sunday, so I figure we could just open the packs that I have in my inventory. I got these standards, I got a jumbo pack, some diamond duos. I've already finished Team Affinity Season 5, and you might notice now I have 11 of these vouchers. What am I supposed to use these for? I haven't finished all the Team Affinities for Season 4. I still have 2 or 3 divisions that I need to get to 100%, but I can't use these vouchers towards those divisions. I can't exchange these vouchers for stubs or packs or anything like that. I love that they have the missions where you can get the vouchers. That was super nice for actually completing Team Affinity. I didn't feel like I was forced to play offline only. I felt like I could play online and still be making progress in the Team Affinities, but I kind of wish once you got it to 100%, since you're still getting vouchers, I wish there was a way to use those vouchers. Whether it's to finish Team Affinities that maybe you hadn't finished already, or exchange them maybe for stubs or packs. There's got to be something you can do with the vouchers so they're not just sitting there being useless, taking up space. But I'm really curious and interested to see what content looks like for MLB The Show 24. I don't think that MLB The Show 23 has been necessarily pay to win. Obviously, there's been a lot of cards locked behind big amounts of stubs. Maybe you could consider those paywalls since you can buy stubs with real money, especially those chase cards. But at the same time, not every single card is going to be easily obtained. And that's one of the things I've always loved about MLB The Show is you don't have to spend money. And I think this year is still that way where you don't have to spend any money playing on the game to be able to have a competitive team. A team that can compete with people who do spend money. Maybe at the beginning of the year, the people that are getting the live series collections done, spending money on that, obviously they're going to have a way better team than other people right at the start. But I would say MLB The Show has really done a pretty solid job of making it so you can just get a competitive team by playing the game. I will say this year, out of any of the years besides maybe MLB 18, except that took a lot of offline grinding. I didn't even play ranked seasons. They had Immortals. That was just, I kind of try to forget MLB The Show 18 even happened. But I would say this is probably the year that seemed the most pay to win out of any version of MLB The Show, but I still think it does the best job. I don't really play the other Ultimate Team modes much. I've played some Hockey Ultimate Team. I've watched some people play Madden. And it seems like MLB The Show just still has the easiest mode for building a team without spending money, just playing the game. And I'm hoping it stays that way. But I'm also a little bit scared because MLB The Show 23 was just a pretty big shift in terms of content from the way they've done things in the past. But like I said earlier in this video, I like that they're trying new things, trying to innovate. I'm just really hoping they listen to the community's feedback and realize that they should probably do things a little bit differently for MLB 24. And I'm excited, but I'm just also a little bit scared. I really don't know what to expect from MLB The Show 24. But kind of one of the big things I was talking about in this video as I opened a jumbo pack, and I don't even think we got a gold player from this. 40 players and not even a single gold. But I'm just really curious to see what MLB 24 is like. I'm excited for December 21st to roll around so I can actually build the team that I want to for ranked seasons, use the cards that I want to for ranked seasons. And when I was playing the event, it didn't seem like people were using only the same cards. Yeah, maybe you're going to be seeing Randy Johnson and John Donaldson for pitchers. And I guess that's one thing that might suck about them bringing the cards back. But even playing the event, I saw a huge variety in the types of cards that people were using. And I'm just really curious to see what MLB The Show 24 is looking like. Maybe if you have any hopes that you want to see, things that you want them to bring back, do differently, I would love to have a little bit of a discussion down in the comment section, see any ideas you might have. I got this scouting report pack here. Make sure you sign up for this. I'm not sure if they're going to have December, January, February packs, but if you're planning on playing MLB The Show 24, you get a free pack with potentially even guaranteed diamonds in the packs. So that's just always nice to see popping up in the inventory every month. We'll see who we get for our diamond. I think it said a diamond duos player. We see the gold lights. I wish this could be the Chase Mike Trout, but I think it's no matter what, a diamond duos player. Probably just 10, 15, 20,000 stubs. Looks like Nestor from the Yankees. We got his snapshot series. I wonder if he's going for any more than the quick sell. Just 10,000 stubs. But I could maybe sell him for 14, 15,000 stubs. And taking it back one more time to the All Sets events, I'm really looking forward to December 21st for ranked seasons. Not necessarily playing ranked seasons, pushing for World Series, but just using the cards that I want to use. Using a wide variety of cards, doing different team builds, especially because of the captains this year. That's one thing that just didn't really make sense. And I know I'm kind of ranting a little bit at this point, but I got a lot of thoughts on this. I could probably talk for hours and hours about MLB The Show, its content, things I might do differently. But they had the captain cards this year, right? Maybe I can just go to the captain series and take a look at some of them. They have all these captain cards. A lot of them are the team affinity ones, but you also have the free swingers, the arm accuracy, 50 homer club, old timers, future stars. You have all these different types of captains, but then you're so limited on the cards you can use because you can't right now use set 1, set 2, or set 3 cards. So there's all these different cards that you might be able to use with a captain boost, but you're not able to because the game won't let you, at least if you're playing a mode like ranked seasons. And to me, that almost defeats the purpose of having the captains in the team builds anyways, because you can't use more than half the cards that are available in the game. So I'm really hoping we don't see restrictions like that for MLB The Show 24. I don't know, man. I'm so interested to see what the content's actually looking like. I'm curious if there's any specifics y'all hope that we get to see in MLB 24. I would love a weekend league type mode, maybe some improvements to co-op. I don't know. I really think the sky is the limit, and I hope we don't see MLB The Show slowly turn towards a more and more pay to win type of mode where it really seems like they're trying to get you to spend as much money as possible on the mode, on these stubs, on these cards. But I feel like the direction they've gone, the programs, they've done a good job with the programs. It took them long enough to make 99s as the rewards. I like that they've had, I guess we can't see it right here, but they started adding the event collections. They've added online stat missions. So it does seem like they're listening to the feedback as the year has gone on. I think for a lot of people, MLB The Show 24 has just kind of been a little too late. People lost interest in MLB The Show. The baseball season's over. Going to other games, Madden, 2K, even OG Fortnite. And I just don't want to see MLB The Show 24 start off in a similar way. In a way where people are like, I don't like this. This kind of sucks. The program sucks. You're making me grind for all these cards. Then you take them away. You're making me grind for these cards. Like I do all these moments and showdowns and conquests and missions just to get a 97 that I'm not even using. The only reason I even did those programs was so that I could get these collections done. But then by the time I finally get the amount of cards and I'm able to get all 3 of the collection cards, I can't even use them anymore. So I really don't want to see a similar situation in MLB The Show 24 where it gets better as the year goes on, but a lot of people might lose interest or be unhappy with the way they do things for the first few months of the game. When you're doing a yearly release, when you're competing with other video games and people's time, probably the most, one of the most valuable resources, time is so limited, especially nowadays, and people aren't going to want to spend their time on MLB The Show 24 doing the same thing on MLB 23, doing this grinding for cards that you're not even going to be using, doing the same things over and over that people don't like to do just to take the cards away. So I really am hoping that for MLB 24 we see a situation different than MLB 23. We see the improvements that they've already made, but just continue improving upon it. Just have a good game from the beginning. Listen to the feedback from MLB 23. Use that to make MLB 24 good and make changes quicker. Because after a month of the game being out, we already knew the programs sucked. We already knew it was stupid when there's all these 97s and then they drop a program with 94s as the reward. So I really hope we see things done differently. I hope we see feedback listened to quicker, and with the improvements that they've made as the year has gone on, I got high hopes for MLB 24, but I'm also a bit scared because I don't know if I see them doing sets and seasons for 1 year and then just completely getting rid of it. But if anyone remembers MLB The Show 18, they had something called Immortals. The grind for those was awful, tedious, it took forever, and they scrapped that after 1 year. So you never know, things could really change from 1 year to the next. I'm hopeful, but I'm also a little bit scared, and I hope you guys had a good weekend. This video kind of ended up just being me talking about MLB The Show a little bit, but like I said, I could really talk about this for so long. I got so many different ideas, hopes, and things that I want them to do and also don't want them to do. So I would love to see the conversation maybe continued with y'all and each other down in the comment section. Hope you guys had a good day. Drop a like, subscribe for daily uploads. I'll see you in one of these on screen or tomorrow's video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great weekend, a great rest of your weekend, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.